is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I am Josh Andewit for Alam Mo Ba with Josh Andewit, and it's really Friday at 9 p.m. in the Pacific. So magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Good evening. And if you're watching from the Philippines, it is Saturday at 12 noon. So magandang tanghali sa inyo. Now, if you are watching us from different parts of the world, it is good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Or to make it easier, good day sa inyong lahat. Live na live po kami. If you're watching us, we are live na live on Facebook page of PHLB Radio. Also, live na live din po kami on our YouTube channel of PHLB Radio YouTube channel. So if you are not a subscriber yet, what are you waiting for? All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our shows. Also, if you have Alexa, all you have to do is say, Alexa, play PHLB Radio. And if you have Amazon Fire TV, just look up for PHLB Radio channel. Then if you are hearing us or you're doing audio streaming, we are currently live na live din po kami in different podcasts, namely Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And again, those people who missed any of the shows of PHLB Radio, no problem and no worries at all. All you have to do is log into our website, which is www.phlbradio.com. Or, again, you could go to our PHLB Radio YouTube channel because all the shows, current as well as past shows, it's already part of a playlist. Ayan po, pinapakita po ng ating magaling na owner na si Johan ang different areas and different places you could watch us. Now, that being said, this is an exciting time because a lot of you po had been asking me, texting on two of those shows that I have, kung pwede daw, because most of us, although the quarantine requirement has already been lifted, meaning if you are traveling to the Philippines and in any different parts of the world and you're coming to the Philippines, no more quarantine requirement. Unlike in the past, it's either 5 days, 12 days, 14 days. That's already gone, at least for the time being. So any Filipinos or former Filipinos who would like to fly in to the Philippines, that's so easy. All you have to do is bring your passport, whether expired or not, or if you are a dual, just bring your dual certificate. If you have not reapplied for a Filipino passport. And if you are a foreigner, as long as you are married to a Filipina or a Filipino, that should not be a problem at all. And all foreigners are relaxed. Pumupunta ngayon dito sa Pilipinas. But at the same token, because of the pandemic, people are still in some ways, in many ways, are still scared of flying into the Philippines. So that being said, so gusto nilang makita yung different churches and yung mga protocol ng different churches, iconic churches that we have here in the Philippines. I was telling Johan earlier, we have done, I think, 10 churches. But what we're going to do part by part. So today, we're just doing the first part and then maybe next week. And been familiar, I am not even familiar with it. And like I've been to a Latin church in Quezon City. And to me, that was like, it's so surreal because I have never been to a place like that. I have never seen like churchgoer where they have the ladies, they need to put velo, the thing, the veil when they go in. It's very traditional. And if you are guys naman, they don't allow show. So what we did right now is we are doing for only 4 churches only for today. It will be very, very long and it will be very tedious. So for today's episode, we will do Antipolo. We will do Antipolo, we will do Baclaran, we will do Regina Rica, which is the big statue of the Virgin Mary, as well as it will culminate to the Lady of Manaoag, which is, again, all these 4 churches are really iconic, and a lot of Filipinos abroad are dying to visit it. So I'll give you everything that you need to know about these particular churches. So to begin with, let's start with Antipolo, the very famous Antipolo Church, whereby if you are traveling in the past, it is the Lady of the Good Voyage. And some of this footage, po, we took it even before the pandemic. So you could see some of them are not wearing masks yet. As you progress with the video, you would see people wearing masks. Okay, so that's the entrance going to the church. So prior to pandemic, you'd see there's a lot of people going in and out, but now because of the pandemic, it's kind of restricted. But still, as any of the churches in the Philippines, they're all open. So yan po, yan ang entrance to Antipolo. As you could tell, it's very orderly and much more now because of the protocol of the health protocol. So as you go in, you'll see, and then in the past, that's also served as a parking lot for the churchgoer. Now you could still park inside the church, but there's some restrictions. Mm-hmm. So as you could tell, that's the facade o yung front po ng church. Okay. And that's the inside of the church. As you could tell, it's so beautiful. And when we filmed this originally, you could tell the protocol is really, really very strict. So they will only allow so many people inside the church. So ayan po yung the Lady Virgin or the Queen Virgin or Queen Mother as we try to capture it for your viewing pleasure. And that's the side of the church. So you could see the murals and the wood carvings and the other statues of the saints. So it's very, very solemn. And then there's may mga pianista po and harps na nagpe-play as you pray. Yan, ito po yung nakikita nyo. It's painted in gold, and I don't think it's the altar. It's painted in gold, but I don't think it's gold. So makikita nyo po yung mosaic na parang when the sun hits that, it kind of radiates a stream of lights into the church itself. Yan po, nakikita nyo as we go through that. Yan, ganyan kaganda po yung church itself. Mm-hmm. Yan. Super ganda, super solemn, but it's so strict to get in simply because they're still following strict protocol. Yan po. Yan, medyo close up po ng Blessed Virgin. O sabi nila, yung Virgin na a good voyage. In the past po kasi, the Antipolo Church, if you're gonna travel abroad or anywhere, ito po yung pinupuntahan nila para ma-bless ang inyong biyahe. So, while we continue, happy viewing to Gina Marcos and watching from Laguna. Alexander Francisco is watching from Quezon City. McCoy and Tradicho is watching as well. Sabi nila, oh, Emma Consul, I miss you, Emma. Emma is watching from Carson, California. Hi, Emma. Ito po yung mga simbahan sa church ang ating pinapakita because I want to make sure that people are aware that all these churches are open and they're iconic and it's really a sight to see. Yan. Tapos people are asking me, air condition ba po ang simbahan? This Antipolo, excuse me po. Antipolo is air conditioned. At the same time, may mga ceiling fan po at the same time. So talagang it is so conducive po for you to do your adoration. Yan. Tapos what I like in this particular church is the painting of the history nung yung virgin po na yan, yung during that time po it was given to us, and tapos tinravel siya by boat, yan, or by ship during that time. Yan po. So yung history po ng church itself, how the virgin came into Antipolo, on that doon po pinapakita mismo yan through the paintings sa mga sides po ng church. Yan. Tapos yung painting rin po ng Virgin, tapos yung mga legends po about the Virgin na natayo po yung church itself dyan sa hill simply because there was a big fire on an altar. Tapos po nasunog lahat except po yung statue ng Blessed Virgin. So it's really, really, really a sight to see. And then of course, maganda po if you're traveling there and this is your first time, not only you could visit the Blessed Virgin, but also you could go around. Very, very cosmopolitan na po ang Antipolo. Unlike in the past, if you've been traveling in the past to the Philippines, or you lived here, I grew up in the Philippines, Antipolo Church used to be a different parang flair. Because dati po, all you would see is people selling kasoy, yung suman sa coconut na siya sa palm tree. Pero ngayon may mga Jollibee na po, there's McDonald's. So it's not as bad. Yan po ang close-up ng Blessed Virgin, the Virgin of Good Travel. Yan po. Yan, na-close-up natin sa video na ito. Yan. Tapos later po makikita nyo yung outside naman po, yung mga stores available. Kasi people, especially people living abroad, are asking, kailangan ba magbaon? Kailangan ba bili kami ng tubig outside? Should we bring tubig? You don't need to. Actually, all you need to do is bring yourself and maybe your novena, your books and all that. Kasi po, it is so, ano na po siya city na siya at well-developed na po talaga ang Antipolo. And there's other things you could see in Antipolo that it was not readily available before. Yan po, yan. As far as parking naman po, there's a lot of parking around the area, but specifically there's parking rin po within the compound of the church. Yan. So very organized naman po, so nothing to worry. It's very organized, even the way they park the cars. May mga custodians po who would direct you. So it's really not gonna be as bad as compared before when we hear horrible stories na, yeah, you could go to the church, but it is so difficult to park. It's gonna be very, it's gonna be challenging even to go to that area, around the area that you have to walk. So you could pay if you park around the church, or there's pay parking din po within the church. Yan po. So yun, nakita nyo how orderly the custodians, the parking attendants are doing their jobs. And they're trying to make sure that people can still practice the religion and can still go inside the church so they're able to pay the respects. Yan po. So it's a beautiful church. Kung nagta-travel din po kayo sa Europe, para po siyang, I would say, parang mini Vatican din po, in so to speak. Kasi ang ganda po talaga ng church, and you have all this sculpture of the different saints. Parang meron po mga pillars of saints. Yan. Tapos yung mga devotees naman po who would like to light their candle, kasi meron po, there's this legend daw po that every time, if it's your first time to visit a church, all the wishes, yung one wish nyo po that you ask when you go into that church for the first time, it will be granted. And it will be better served if you light a candle for departed ones or for your intention. So they, on the side of the church po, there is a parang ano siya parang a place where all the candles, you could buy them there at a very, very reasonable price, parang 5 pesos, and that's like 50 cents if you're thinking of dollars. And then you could light this candle, and of course you do your intentions. And you say your intentions, and then, yeah, very solemn po ito. Now, That's the Antipolo po. So we just saw the Antipolo or the Lady of Good Voyage. And that is located in Antipolo. Now, yung next po naman natin ipapakita, yun naman pong shrine of the Our Lady of Perpetual Help. Our Lady, ito po yung shrine. Yung shrine po kasi yung kumbaga dambana in Tagalog. Hindi po siya yung little chapel. Ito po yung shrine na talagang dinadayo, dinudumog. It's every Wednesday po ang shrine na ito na talagang if you're a devotee of the Mother of Perpetual Help, ito po yung Wednesday po yung kanyang araw. So pag Wednesday po, the traffic in Baclaran, and it's well known as a Baclaran church. Ang traffic po ito, it's unbelievable. That was prior to pandemic. But now po, very organized na po. The only thing that they don't do now is they don't allow cars inside the compound. Unlike before po, you could go in with your cars and then there's a ample parking space and parking lots. And then what you need to do is just park there and pay a certain fee, and then you could go inside the church. This time around po is so different. So ayan po, pinapakita namin yung area where you could light the candle for your intentions. Ito po yung nasa side ng cathedral itself. Yan po. Yeah, so this time we shot po ito. This is like 2 a.m. The church is open 24 hours. So we shot it at 2 a.m. po in the morning. So yun, parang nakita nyo kami lang po yung tao and it looks like that po. Yeah, so a lot of devotees and of course a lot of people are going in and out of this church and also of this area where they would offer candles. Yan po, nakita nyo. So we're trying to capture it so at least people who are living abroad would have an idea, especially yung mga hindi po makauwi for one reason or another. Yan. Yan, so yan po. Tapos meron po siyang mosaic, parang decoupage ng image po ng Our Lady of Perpetual Help. Tapos ito po yung prayer nila, or prayer na dinadasal po. When you light a candle, you offer it to the Blessed Virgin for the intention that you want done. Yan. Yan. Tapos on the side po, makikita nyo po yung sinasabi kong decoupage na ng Blessed Virgin. Tapos po doon yan, sa right side nyo po as you look at the screen. Tapos makikita nyo rin po there's tons and tons of flowers are being offered na binibigay po doon sa image ng Our Lady of Perpetual Help. Yan. Kita nyo. Yan po. Makita nyo po. Yung mga flowers po, tapos may mga rosaries din po na nakapaligid. Now, nakita nyo po, there's a barrier there. Yung barrier po, it depends kung what time of the day. Ito po yung facade o yung front po ng building as you enter yung Baclaran Church. As you could see, ano po talaga siya. It's huge, it's well lit, at very, very safe po kasi marami pong guardia. Securities are all over the place. Okay, Sunny Francisco is watching. Hello, Sunny. Si Edita Berdoro Lagmongo Francisco is watching also. Hi guys, how are you? Happy viewing. Yan po yung harap ng Baclaran Church. Yan. Tapos yan po, again, wala pong tao because I went there at 2 a.m. in the morning. So talagang very, very solemn po. Talagang for the show po, talagang because we want you to see and to be blessed even just by watching or viewing this show or our little show here. Yan po. As you enter the church, you will see the Santo Niño on your left and the cross on your right. Yan. Pero ngayon po, especially kasi we went there when it's not a Wednesday, pag Tuesday and Wednesday po, yan, super puno po yan. Talagang punong-puno talaga. Dinudumog po itong shrine na ito. But this one was taken wee hours of the morning at hindi po siya Tuesday or especially hindi po siya Wednesday. So the people po are very, very kaunti lang po talaga. And you could tell some of them are wearing their mask. Mm-hmm. Unlike in the States po na okay na walang mask, in the Philippines po, it is still mandatory you have to wear mask. Yan po, you could tell it's the solemnity of the place. This happens again at 2 a.m. going to 3 a.m. po. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you have views and yan po. It's so beautiful, this church. It's so iconic. Talaga po these people are unlike in the past pala po. A lot of people are saying in the olden days people would go in there and then what they do is they would sleep inside the church. In the past po that was okay. But in recent memory po, pinagbawal na po ang matulog dun sa mga views po nung church. Kasi po, well, firstly because of the pandemic, secondly, it's not conducive for other people and for security reason as well. Yan po, makita nyo yung different, yung pong mga, yung po dati yung sa right side nyo, yung mga pedestal, it used to carry several images of saints like sila Padre Pio and all that. But for the pandemic, winidraw muna po. Tinago po o nilagay sa ibang lugar. Yan po, nakikita nyo. And this is the shrine of Our Lady of the Mother of Perpetual Help, or well-known, globally known as the Baclaran Church, na talagang dinudumog po ng mga devotees as well as believers. Whether the Christian world, especially the Catholic world. Yung Christian po, most of the Christians kasi, they are not into the statues and saints because what they believe po is what they said. Meron pong gano'n na more of the believers at saka yung mga devotees po ng Our Lady or the Mother Perpetual Help are coming from the Catholic religion. Kasi yung Christian po, a lot of them that I saw and talked to, they go there because out of curiosity, kasi po bakit super ang devotion po ng mga believers po at saka yung talaga pong, and one thing that I need to tell you also, the Shrine of the Mother Perpetual, uso po to this day yung mga naglalakad paluhod, they kasi parang sabi nila, it's their way of sacrificing, it's their way of making sure na madinig daw yung kanilang magdinig daw po yung kanilang mga petitions. Also in the past, prior to pandemic, you could go as close to the image, but that has been kind of avoided and has been not naman prohibited, but it was like deferred simply because for security reason as well as, kasi po ayan, nakita nyo, you could go in as close as that image. Yan po yung image ng Perpetual Help. It is put on a big pedestal at dun sa ground po, the middle close to the altar. Makita nyo po yung sanctuary or tabernacle. Doon po nyo makikita. Ito po yung long shot naman po nung altar itself. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Nakakakilabot po. It's so surreal. Tapos ordinarily, you could also go in po and then pay your respect. But yan nga po, during the pandemic, to this day, pinagbawal na po. You cannot go as close to the image or to the altar as possible. May barrier na rin po siya ngayon. And hopefully, in time, yan po ang close-up ng image of the Perpetual Help. Yan po. And I was told the original image, you could see it in Rome. So that's one of my bucket list, is to really see that image. Yung talagang, kumbaga, yung kung saan po talaga makikita daw yung threat ng Perpetual Help. So po, nasa Rome daw po. Somewhere in Rome, and we'll update you as we go on with our show in the future. Yan po. And you will be blessed as well. Yan po. That's how beautiful this Baclaran Church or the Shrine of the Mother of Perpetual Help. Yeah. So, a lot of people po, including myself, yung mga hiniling po natin in the past, they were all granted and was narinig po. Ganun daw po talaga, if you believe in the miracle and the help of are provided, that it's good for you and it's healthy and it's not gonna cause you additional harm, yun po ay mag-grant as any prayers have been said in the past. Na yung prayers daw po natin can be granted as provided it is good for you. Pag hindi naman po binigay agad-agad, because the good Lord is preparing you for something bigger. At pag hindi naman daw po binigay yung hinihiling nyo, is because po, in the long run, makakasama po sa inyo yan. Yan po yung parking lot dati. As you could see, ang laki po siya. Now, ngayon po, wala na po siyang mga kotse na makikita, not because it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but hindi na po siya pwede. Bawal po siyang pumasok because during the pandemic po, they made sure na wala pong magkakaroon ng wahan or contamination o may mga ano po. So yan. So ganyan po ka-solemn. So if you ask me, if people are texting now, what's the best? Kung gusto niyo po talagang walang tao masyado, it could be between 12 midnight up to 2 a.m. Wala po siyang tao. Pero marami pong security people around the area. Yan. Ganyan po yung kalaking. Yan, ganyan po siya. Yan. Tapos yung sa parking lot naman po, nandun po yung si Santa Teresa de Avila. Tapos may parang wishing fountain din po siya, and people are throwing money in there. Parang ginagawa sa Roma po, dun sa Fountain de Trevi. Parang meron silang meaning. Now, outside of the church po, makikita niyo po, especially Filipinos abroad, you will see there from yun po, mga pirated CDs to mga case po ng phones at saka mga goods po na mga pasalubong, especially it can't be helped that marami rin po mga repro ng mga Louis Vuitton bags, mga shirts ng ganyan. Yan po ka-solemn itong church na to, especially pag pumunta po kayo in a good hours like between midnight to 2 a.m. Yan, you could tell po yung mga yung mga tao sa labas, yan. So, marami po, ayan. This is the outside of the Baclaran Church. You could tell at 2 a.m. ang dami pa ring tao. Mga naglalakad, namimili po. And there's a lot of vendors selling food as well. Mga balot, mga mais. Yan. So, ang saya-saya po, para siya talagang party. Parang life goes on nga po, sabi nila, na yun. At contrary to yung mga sinasabi po nila, hindi po nakakatakot. To people po saying na maraming hold-upper, snatcher. Well, my experience po had been different. Wala pong mga ganong security threats. Wala naman pong hold-upper. Kasi ang dami pong security, ang dami pong patrol car, especially Tuesdays and Wednesday when it is the feast. Yun po yung day ng Lady of Perpetual Help or Mother Perpetual Help. So nothing to worry. I've been there so many times. Ito naman po yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. After church, there's Chowking, Jollibee, McDonald's there. And a lot of people po, they go around. The Andoks there. Ano po siya? It's a whole strip of food and wares na you could buy. Ito po yung sinasabi ko naman, ang linis po ngayon ng kudos to the local government unit, yung mayor po ng that's Parañaque, they did a good job kasi po wala ng mga vendors. Ayan po, ang linis. Wala pong vendors sa mga sides po, which is unlike in the past na hindi ka makakadaan. It will be so traffic. Now, wala na pong traffic because they don't allow cars to get in, but wala rin pong vendor. The vendor were fence on the side po. Meron silang isang lugar po where all these vendors are allowed to do their thing, to sell.